Welcome, everyone. Thanks for coming to Ignite, and thanks for making our session today. I'm Jamie Silvestri. I'm a PM on the Intune team, and presenting with me today is KJ Saxana, who is PM on the Edge mobile team. So we're going to take some time today to talk to you about what we've done with Edge. So KJ is going to spend some time telling you just how good Edge is and what a great browser it is, and then we're going to show you how we've integrated Intune management into Edge. So just out of curiosity, how many of you are familiar with our existing browser, which is the Intune-managed browser? Okay. And how many absolutely love the browsing experience they get with the Intune-managed browser? Yeah, so no hand, not so many hands on that one. So when we launched Intune, we needed a secure browser. At that point in time, within Microsoft, we didn't have a browser on iOS and on Android. So we went ahead and built our own browser for that experience. We wanted to make sure it was secure, and I think we've done that. We wanted to be able to send management down to it. I think we did that. I'm not sure we hit a home run on the rich browsing experience. So that was an area we've known was an issue, and we were lucky enough that another team within Microsoft came out and was able to solve that for us. So I'm going to turn it over to KJ to talk to you a little bit about Edge.
All right, before we get started about Edge, just a quick show of hands. How many of you knew that Edge is now available on iOS and Android? Nice. How many of you have actually tried it? Nice, OK. So I would really hope after this session I'm able to convince the ones that have not tried so far to have tried maybe over the weekend for yourself and for your organizations. When we decided to build Edge on iOS and Android, we knew we were entering a really competitive space, mobile browsing. There's a prominent incumbent. And we wanted to nail down two very specific things as we built the browser. Number one was it had to be quick and clean UI. And that was one of our primary focuses when we built Microsoft Edge on iOS and Android. The other one was we really needed a rich browsing experience. So not just a basic browser that could go to websites, but actually help users do what they do or what they intend to do while they browse. And with Edge having launched in October 2017, so just shy of 1 year, we think we've done that pretty well. And I'll show you some feedback we've got. But then when we looked at the Intune-managed browser and the value it added to the enterprise from a manageability and security point of view, we realized that there's no reason why that kind of manageability, security, and protection should not be extended to Edge. Why not give enterprises and information workers an experience that gets the best of both worlds, right? So we basically worked on Edge, brought it to parity with the managed browser. So as of right now, all of managed browser features around protection and security are available on Edge on Android and iOS. And we think with that being done, it's the best browser for work and personal on mobile. Now let me double click on a couple of things around the rich browsing experience I talked about in Edge. The first one being productivity. Productivity is the cornerstone of Edge on iOS and Android. Examples of productivity is we've got the reading view, a really, really good way, nice, clean way to read whatever you want as you consume content, no clutter, nothing. The other thing I want to call out is we have the reading list, where a lot of times we want to go to a site, we want to park it, we want to pick it up later and maybe read or remove it. So you can manage that list. And the third one is that, this is one of my favorites, is I can actually program the top sites, customize the top sites that I see on the new tab page. So if I keep going to New York Times a lot, I can just keep it there, and just with one tap, I get to go to New York Times. The second aspect is convenience. We really thought through, and we wanted to look at scenarios that are most used by the information worker or the end user. And search is an example of a scenario that's predominant in a mobile browser. Everybody goes to a browser to search. And what we did was we built the search box in the new tab page. Not only that, we built a QR code scanner and a vision search within that same box. Along with that, we also got feedback around voice, and we basically built voice into the search box, and all of this with one tap. I don't have to go anywhere else, navigate into the browser. Now, this is my favorite slide, and you guys can guess why. So we're rated at 4.4 in the Google Play Store, rated at 4.2 in the App Store. And over the last 1 year, we've got tremendous traction. We've got millions of active users now. And the one thing I want to highlight over here, and then that's humbling and proud at the same time, is last month we passed in App Store rating and Play Store rating the most popular mobile browser in terms of rating. So that's a testament to how much consumers like Microsoft Edge. And not only that, we've actually got explicit feedback through reviews, either through the Edge reviews or managed browser reviews, where people are actually, managed browser users actually call out and say, now that Edge is on mobile, why can I not move to Edge instead of managed browser? So our customers love us, our consumers love us, and we think enterprises will love us too. So I wanted to talk about the 3 core principles we kept in mind, and that will also ground us in the future around the value we built for enterprise in Microsoft Edge. The first one is security. You're all a part of organizations, and we understand that security is the top priority for all organizations today. So on the lines of security, we have Edge supporting all MAM protection that the managed browser used to support. Conditional access, which allows IT admins to ensure that information workers can only access corporate resources through a managed browser. The second one is productivity. Now, in today's day and age, information workers have different devices. A lot of them are remote. They travel a lot. Everybody wants to be productive on the go. And not only does the information worker want to be productive on the go, but also the enterprise want to make sure that their employees are as productive as possible on the go. So on that front, Edge supports both personal and work accounts in the same app at the same time. And that allows information workers to let them decide what context they want to browse in. The second one is app proxy integration. Now, Edge supports app proxy, which basically means information workers can go access on-prem web apps without having to go through a VPN tunnel. And of course, single sign-on. Who would not like a single sign-on experience that's secure at the same time? So Edge also supports single sign-on now. The third one is manageability. And we acknowledge that different organizations have sometimes different unique needs. And on that front, Edge supports managed favorites. So as an IT pro today, you can actually program the favorite sites. It will show up in the end user's favorites. They will not be able to remove it. They will not be able to edit it. Also, there's a home shortcut that the IT admin can program. It is going to stay on one of the top sites right on the new tab page when it's open. And last but not the least, blocked sites. So IT pros would be able to call out block sites, and they would also be able to allow specific sites. With that, I'm going to hand it over to Jamie, and he's going to walk you through what it looks like to set all of this stuff and what it looks like on the Edge. So.
Great. Thanks, KJ. So we took some screenshots, but we're going to go ahead and try to do this live as well to show you, because we think that'll be more powerful. Okay. So I think most of you know this is the Azure portal. I'm in the Intune area of the Azure portal, and in particular I'm in the client apps section. And here I'm looking at my app protection policies. So we're going to go over a couple of changes here. So the first one I'm going to show you, as we look at the policy settings, we've made a change here. So previously, what you see right here used to say restrict to the Intune-managed browser. We now have added logic. It's now restrict to a policy-managed browser. And we have some logic in place we're using today, and then we have some logic in place we'll be using going forward. So once you've enabled this, the logic in place today is that if you have the managed browser installed and with policy on your device, it will go to the managed browser first. If you have, and then if the managed browser is not there, it will go to Edge. So that'll be our initial working. In a couple months, we're going to make a switch. We're going to reverse that, and it'll look for, first thing it will look for is Edge on the device and managed, and then it'll use Edge as that browser. And then if it's not there, it would go to look for the managed browser as well. So once you enable that, you can always launch the managed browser and get to sites, but that is the way it'll work initially, and then we'll favor Edge shortly. So that's the first change. So then what's it going to mean for the IT admins for you to send policy down to Edge? It's really as simple as under your targeted apps, you're going to go in here and for whatever policies you've set up to go to the managed browser, you're simply going to add Edge on that. So Edge will get that same policy. You can leave them both on there, or you can switch from managed browser to Edge. That's your choice. So you'll be able to do that. So really, you'll have two work items here. I'm going to go through the next one when you want to enable Edge. The first one will be on any of your app protection policies. Where you have managed browser, go ahead and add Edge as a targeted app. And then the second piece will be under your app configuration policies. So you may remember under app configuration policies, this is where we can configure the things we were talking about. This is where you can configure your home page. It's where you can configure what are your block sites and what are your favorite sites that you want. So we're using the exact same configuration name value pairs for Edge that we use for managed browser. So to send those same values down to managed browser, you'll simply switch over to your targeted apps, and you'll add Edge as a target as well. And that way those same things will come down to your Edge browser, and you'll be able to do that. Those things will happen when you sign in with your managed account to Edge. So now we're going to do a mix. We're going to switch back over. We're going to show you some videos, and we'll do some actual demos on the... We'll do some actual demos on the iPad I have over here. So this is the policy managed change we talked about, the app config values that we showed you, and this is in the targeted apps where you would switch. So this is the first run experience when you're using Edge. So you're going to, as we see this, going to go ahead and log in with your managed user, choosing one of your existing users, logging in, and you're going to get your familiar warning that you need to restart because we've applied policy, and then you'll restart and you'll have policy. So that's your initial run with Edge. And as you can see, we picked up your options there of accounts that were already signed in, so you didn't have to sign in again. You could pick one of those existing accounts. This is simply showing a PIN. Like all our Microsoft apps, if your PIN is already in place for one of the apps, it won't ask you for it, but if it is an initial run, we will ask you for that. Here, this is a video of us showing the copy and paste restriction. So we're going to walk through copying something from a managed site that we've gone to. We're going to go to OWA, show you copying that, trying to paste it into notes, and then go ahead and start that. And then as you paste it in notes, which is unmanaged, you'll be blocked, but you would be able to paste it into a managed application. So we've signed into OWA. We're copying some data from this email. Copying that, bringing it over, opening notes. Is it managed? You'll get that familiar, you're not allowed to copy this information. Now we're opening Outlook, which is under management, and we're able to copy it in. So your same favorite man policies available on Edge. Just like any multi-user, multi-identity app, Edge will work the same way. If you sign out of your managed user, we're going to go ahead and wipe the data, any data that you have for that managed user. And your personal user, everything will be contained and you won't lose anything in that situation. Okay, so I'm actually going to switch over now and we'll show a couple of these things live. This is 6.
There we go.
Okay, great. So in this instance, I'm logged into Outlook, as you can see. I'm going to go ahead and launch Edge. And Edge is actually connecting here to my SharePoint site. It's recognized who I am, already have the login, just have to hit yes. And I've come in, and at this point, I'm logged in under management for and under control and can get to all my SharePoint sites. So I'm within Office 365 at this point. So then one of the things we have is I've sent down favorites here. So just like on Managed Browser, I can send down my favorites. You'll see I have a Microsoft folder. And you can see here we have all my favorites that have been sent down. We've sent down Bing, because we should all be using Bing as our search engine, of course. The Microsoft home page is Microsoft, and then just some other links we've sent down. So that's the managed links, or the favorites. Now, a feature I think a lot of you have probably used on the managed browser is that we've built in some diagnostics to the managed browser, so that will still be available to you here. So there's 2 ways to do that. You can go into settings and you can enable diagnostics and go ahead and open it, but you can also simply type about Intune help, and we come in and we get our same diagnostics that we get on the managed browser. We can go ahead and look at each of our apps that we have on here, and it should, there we go, pull down the policies that are applied. And then we can also go ahead and share the logs with your ITs, like IT pros, and with Microsoft if you need to. Okay. Go ahead and close out of the browser. Okay, so now I'm in my corporate email. So this was a frustrating experience for a lot of people when the managed browser was enforced. I happened to get in my corporate email, got a personal, a friend of mine sent me a link. They linked to something that might have been on maybe a Facebook post. It was on a blocked site. I would try to click on that, and it would force me to go to the managed browser. Facebook was blocked, and I was stuck at that point. I couldn't get on. I would have to actually go in and go to another browser, type in where I ever needed to go. So here, someone sent me a post about how the Yankees and their chances of winning the World Series this year. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. So I'm in my managed context. It's recognized that I'm trying to go to a blocked site. It's informed me that I'm not allowed to go there under that. But now I can switch to my personal context to do that. So I've gone ahead and switched to my personal context. See a different icon up there, up here showing me. And I'm able to get to the Yankees Facebook page in there. Now, because I'm now in my personal context, I wouldn't be able to paste anything in here from a corporate context. I'm not able to, so I'm protected at this point. We've let you go there, but we've maintained your protection of all your data. So that's a big difference between what we have with Edge and what we have with the managed browser. So one of the other things you can send down over policy is if you configure app proxy, you can configure, like you could with the managed browser, you can configure Edge to go through on the app proxy as well. So here we're going to show going to an internal site. So we're trying that with Safari. We're not able to get there with Safari. We're going in with Edge now, and Edge is going ahead and asking us to log in. We're logging in, and then we cut the demo a little short, but we didn't get to the site, but you're able to get through to the site.
Yeah,
This was our backup for block site. Since I show you that live, we don't need to go through that one, but similar experience. So single sign-on, we talked a little bit about single sign-on when you're going into going into one of the protected sites. Single sign-on is also great for the first run experience. Logged into Outlook, going ahead and launching for the first time to do a sign-in into Edge, and it's recognizing my sign-in and going ahead and applying policy. We talked about single sign-on to the authenticated sites. I also showed you this, but this is, you'll see the Microsoft site here, clicking through on that. And then we can look at the favorites up here in the corner. And here you can see the favorites that were sent down in this instance.
and one thing we want to add to this one is, so typically in the Edge app, users can edit their favorites, they can add and delete, but the folder that's Contoso specific, which has been populated by the IT admin, that the user cannot delete, cannot mess around with, it's going to stay as it is.
Great. So here we have the two accounts. So again, just the experience on the dual ID and the account switching.
So one thing, so when we were designing dual identity for Edge, one of the biggest feedback we got from information workers was they always want to know what context they are browsing in when it's the same browser, personal and work. Not only do they want to know, they want to constantly be reminded which context they are in. So what we did was we basically allowed the information worker to choose on the identity controller that you see on the top left. So in this, you see I'm in my personal account. I see the top left identity controller. I can go there, tap it. It's going to drop down, show me the two accounts, personal and work. I can tap the work. It's going to switch to a completely different context, which is work. Now, actually, you can just go play it. Yeah. So here now it's a completely different instance, and I have that badge that basically reminds me this is my work account. If I had an image associated with my corporate identity, that would show up in the identity controller. And also notice that you see the Contoso home as the top left in your personal. If you just go back, play it again. So the first site on the top site would always be the managed home shortcut, and the user will not be able to change that. This one, so on the top left. You can actually go to the next one. So with dual identity, we also wanted to make sure that it's not a cumbersome experience for the information worker, and we want to do whatever it takes to make it as simple as for the information worker to move to a work context or personal context. You saw moving from work to personal in a given scenario when Jamie showed you that he wanted to go to Facebook in his work account, but it was blocked. So he got a message saying it's blocked, but with one tap, he could just switch to his personal and go access Facebook. We've done the same thing for scenarios that are reversed. So in this example, I'm going to show you that if you're going to an AAD authenticated site in your personal account, Edge is going to know that you're trying to access an AAD authenticated site in your personal. It's going to pop up a message saying, do you want to switch? So in this case, I'm in my personal account, going to office.com, I hit sign in. Now Edge knows it's asked me, do you want to switch to your work account? I say yes. I just simply move in. I don't have to do anything. It's going to single sign on and do straight away into my office home. I don't have to sign in, don't have to do anything. So one thing I want to reinforce, and this is because I know that as administrators, we are concerned about a data leak and data protection. So the way we've designed dual identity, it is actually within the same app, it's actually two separate containers of browsing. There's no data flow between the two. Cookies are separate, and so it's not just a visual separation, it's actually two separate containers for work and personal. And of course, the policies are only going to be applied on the work container. It's not going to be applied to the personal container. So a quick recap on what we covered. So Edge supports all of the manageability and security features of managed browser. Edge is at parity. It has app protection policies, app proxy integration, single sign-on, managed favorites. And on top of that, because it's a mobile browser designed for ease, convenience, and productivity, there's a lot better user experience that you can expect from it. So the most important takeaway from the session, Edge on iOS and Android with all the manageability features is available on the App Store and Play Store as of today. We're in public preview. You guys can go install that, test it out with your test tenants, and we would love to hear your feedback around how we can improve it and what are the things we can go to solve additional enterprise problems. So these are basically resources that point to docs that I think already exist for the Intune-managed browser.
That's correct.
The same process to configure Edge. So you can go to docs.microsoft.com/Intune app config or AAD.
Yeah, so on that note, like conditional access, for example, we just added Edge end of last week to our approved list of apps for conditional access. That doc will be uploaded very shortly, so it's on that approved list. So if you look there today, you may not see it, but expect it in the next week or so that it'll be added to that list of approved apps, but it is actually an approved app now, so that's why the conditional access flows will work.
So with that, we're going to open up for questions, and I just want to call out that we would really, really appreciate any feedback we can get. So please feel free to give us feedback at emmxenterprisefb@microsoft.com. And I think with that, we're ready to take questions.
Yeah, so any questions from folks? Sure.
Can users actually switch to their personal browsing experience for any given site, or is it only for blocked sites?
They can switch for any site with the exception of sites that are protected that would require you to be in your managed user. So any internal sites that you've protected, any AAD required sites, they'll need to be in their corporate user. But at any time, they could switch to another site to their personal.
Great, thanks.
Yep.
You showed bouncing between the personal and the work account using AAD sign-in. Is there any effort being made for MFA if you have your own MFA server on-prem? Are you doing that integration between Azure and on-prem for resources like SharePoint and specific sites in SharePoint?
So just like all of MAM, anything that uses modern auth, even if it's a modern auth as a starting point to another, we can support, but we do require that AAD login in order to support all the MAM scenarios.
I have a question about about switching of identities. Is it also supported when you use two corporate identities from different companies?
No, at this point in time, we support one personal account and one corporate identity.
Okay. Is that coming in the future?
So we're investigating that across the board on MAM. It is something we're starting to see a lot more. So we're starting that process of investigating, figuring out all the scenarios. I'm very curious, what is your scenario in particular that you're looking at for that?
Yeah, we're working for two organizations, so they both use Office 365. So I have double identities and my personal identity. So I have to work for both organizations.
Yeah, so that's our most common one. And as Intune has grown a lot, we're starting to see that a lot more because customers, and that's frankly why we're looking at that scenario and seeing how we can support that. So it's a function of a couple of different things. One is we need to be able to support taking down policy for both users. Then there's a lot of app experience that has to happen. With Edge, there would be some work here to do that, but it's viable with some other apps. There's even a little more work on how we would have that clear separation between the two users. But it is something we are definitely looking at and starting to spend more time on now.
Good to hear. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi.
How you doing?
So what's the experience if the user hasn't signed in with their personal account and they receive a blocked site? Do they get an option to fall back into something else, or do they still?
Yeah,
Sorry, so your scenario is user signed in with personal account.
They haven't signed in with their
Have not,
personal
okay.
account, but they go to a blocked site.
Yeah, so it gives them a blocking page that it's blocked, and it also gives them an option to either sign in with their personal account and switch, or just cancel and not be able to go anywhere.
So maybe
was there also the in private option there?
That is correct. So
Yeah.
the user can switch to in private within the when they're in work context, because that's in private is not managed, it's not considered managed, and the user can still go and access that site.
okay, so in private is always not managed.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. Thank you.
So I know historically on iOS devices, all of the browsers are built off of Safari. Is still using the backend? Is Edge still doing the same thing like what other
WebKit, yeah.
browsers do? Okay.
Yeah, it uses a different WebKit than the managed browser did. It uses the latest WebKit. Managed browser uses an older WebKit.
What is the experience like if a user does not have Edge installed and they click on the link in the Outlook app?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? What?
So if a user does not have the Edge browser installed and they click on the link in the Outlook app.
Okay.
Previously, for example, on Android, the error message was kind of funky, like you don't have an app installed that allows opening this link,
Yeah.
which users left a bit unsure what to do. Will
Yeah.
that behavior also change?
So we're in public preview with this right now. These are some of the experiences we're looking to improve. In some cases, you'll still be pointed to the managed browser in those experiences right now. We're looking at all those and cleaning them up so that we're going to focus you towards Edge on those.
Yeah, as we exit from public preview, whenever we do it, hopefully sooner than later, the ultimate experience would be that the Outlook link would prompt the user to go download Edge, and with one tap they should be able to go to the App Store link.
Right. So it would in the prompt it would just link to the App Store to open the.
Correct.
That is our goal. Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
That is on the roadmap. Yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
So back to the question about WebKit, because that's important for us a little bit on, is it a WebKit version that you are compiling, or are you just using Apple's framework and using the latest API for WebKit? Because I know Apple has multiple
We are
APIs.
using the latest APIs for Apple.
So you're just using the Apple WebKit APIs. Okay, great, thanks.
All right. I think that's it then.
Other questions? Great.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
You have a good day ahead.